Hi, Very Happy Vapor here. I've recorded a few videos and people are asking me, so how do you choose the right e-cigarette and how do you make a successful switch from a tobacco cigarette to an e-cigarette? Um, I was thinking about it quite a bit, and there is only one real trend that I've noticed that I can totally explain, and that is that people who choose three-piece designs to begin with tend to be less successful than people who choose the two. So a three-piece design is there is the cartridge, there is of course the battery, and then there is an atomizer which heats up the liquid. Three-piece designs tend to come with potential problems. There may be leakage, there may be just having to refill the cartridges. They do end up being cheaper and they might produce more volume of the vapor, but those are subtleties. All of them are actually subtleties that you don't need to deal with. When you're switching, you want to make it simple, you want to make it easy, you want to have no inconvenience, you do not want to disrupt your routines, you don't want to lose your friends or colleagues who you go out for a smoke with, you absolutely do not want to change things. Other than to switch from tobacco cigarettes to e-cigarettes. So how do you choose an e-cigarette? Well, first of all, if you have friends who already have made a successful switch, stop listening to me and listen to them. Because they've done something right, they will be able to show you, they'll be able to help you, they will be able to support you, and I am God knows where, and I'm not going to be able to help. So turn off this video and go talk to the person who's made a successful switch and buy the same thing that they did. If not, if you don't have, then really buy whatever you want, quite honestly. The more expensive the better, okay? Unless you live in a state where tobacco cigarettes are super cheap and choose an e-cigarette with super high maintenance costs, you are not going to lose money on this, okay? Because at this point tobacco stuff is taxed so highly that an e-cigarette is going to be cheaper, even if you make the absolute wrong choice. So don't worry about the cost. As a matter of fact, a more expensive kit is likely going to be from a company that puts maybe more research, more money into support, more money into quality control, that kind of stuff. So actually go high. If nothing else, you can always minimize the costs later. You can learn to refill the cartridges. There are many ways, and if you watch some of my videos, I explain how to, for example, take the most expensive kit that I'm aware of, which is the green smoke, and make it a lot cheaper by refilling their cartridges. Okay, so all of that is possible. You can always bring the cost down. You can worry about it later. Right now, what you need to worry about is making the switch from a tobacco cigarette to an e-cigarette, and it needs to be convenient. The only thing I can say is think about the style. You don't want to be out there with your friends who are smoking normal cigarettes while you are puffing on something that looks like a big gulp from 7-Eleven. That would make you feel uncomfortable, and it would mean that you are going to be less likely to make a real switch, and you're going to at some point say, ah, to hell with it, give me a smoke. So choose something that lets you look relatively normal. You don't need difficulties. I want to show you just two different designs, not because one is better than the other, not because I recommend one of them, but just because to show you the difference. Okay, so at the top is the green smoke. It's a rather large unit. It's 9 millimeters thick and long. And at the bottom is it's called Colibri. It's from epuffer.com, and it's the thickness and the size of a real cigarette. There are upsides and downsides to each design. This is going to be a bit more expensive, the small one, because the cartridge doesn't hold as much juice. You need to replace them. But either one of them is going to save you money and is going to help you make a good switch, successful switch from one to the other. The manufacturers of both of them make sure that you are not inconvenienced by making the switch. So they're going to make it easy with either a kit that contains multiple batteries or with a charging case that lets you take the case to work and not worry about running out of battery. The manufacturers will take care of that. And basically then what it comes down to is what looks better. There are lots of reviews. I'm doing some reviews. I'm going to be doing more reviews individually on I've already done a green smoke review. I love it. I'm going to be doing a review on e-puffer products, the bigger one and the smaller one and some other units. I've put a few products, links to some products that I can honestly recommend near this video, and that's an honest recommendation. I don't link to products I tried and wouldn't recommend, regardless of what they are offering me. The main thing is, if you go with a two-piece design, you can't go wrong. It's that simple. Take a look at what looks good and go for it. That's the main thing. Go for a two-piece design. Okay, so two-piece design, just the cartridge and the battery. That's it. And go for it. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to like the new freedom. You're going to save money more than likely. And just go for it. You're gonna like it. Good luck.